Lightning's deadliest strikes, nature's raw power unveiled. Hey science explorers! Today we're diving into something both fascinating and frightening, the raw power of lightning. You've seen it illuminate the night sky, heard its thunderous roar, but did you know that since 2000 some lightning strikes have been so devastating they've changed entire communities forever? We're counting down the 7 most catastrophic lightning strikes in recent history, each with its own incredible story and crucial lessons. Trust me, what you're about to learn will shock you, pun intended, but the lessons are deadly serious. Before we begin this countdown, let's pause for a moment to understand what these numbers truly mean. Each number we're about to discuss isn't just a statistic. It represents mothers, fathers, daughters, friends, and dreamers. Lives full of potential, hopes, and aspirations that were cut tragically short. As we explore these events, remember that every single digit in our count represents a family forever changed, a community shaken, a future untold. By understanding these tragedies, we honor their memories and work towards preventing such losses in the future. Number 7, Power and Peril. Location: Lafayette Square, Washington, D.C., United States. When it happened, 2022. Reported fatalities, 3. Think about this. You're taking a selfie near the White House, one of the most protected places on Earth. The sky is getting dark, but you want just one more photo. Suddenly, boom! That's exactly what happened in Lafayette Square in 2022. Just steps away from the president's house, where you'd expect to be safe from any threat, lightning struck without warning, taking 3 lives in an instant. Here's the wild thing. Being near the White House, with all its security and technology, couldn't stop nature's raw power. It's a sobering reminder that lightning doesn't care about human authority or security measures. Number 6, the fatal frame. Location: Amer Fort, Jaipur, India, the Pink City. When it happened, 2021. Reported fatalities, 16. Let's travel to the magnificent Pink City of Jaipur, India. Picture yourself at a stunning ancient watchtower where the view is absolutely breathtaking. 16 people gathered for what they thought would be an amazing photo opportunity. Instead, it became one of history's deadliest selfies. In our social media-driven world, where the perfect shot can seem worth any risk, this tragedy teaches us a brutal lesson. No photo, no matter how incredible it might look on Instagram, is worth your life. The ancient walls of Amer Fort, which had stood for centuries, became the backdrop for a modern tragedy. Number 5, when faith met fate. Location: Seventh-day Adventist Church, Rwanda. When it happened, 2018. Reported fatalities, 16. In Rwanda, known as the Land of 1,000 Hills, a place of worship became the scene of unimaginable tragedy. 16 people, gathered in prayer, seeking spiritual connection and community, lost their lives when lightning struck their church. This wasn't just a random act of nature. It raises profound questions about building safety in developing nations and the vulnerability of elevated structures in storm-prone regions. The tragedy transformed not just a building, but an entire community's sense of security. Number 4, the wedding's last dance. Location: Shibganj Upazila, Bangladesh. When it happened, 2021. Reported fatalities, 17. Okay, this one hits differently. You know how weddings are supposed to be the happiest days of our lives? In Bangladesh, where wedding celebrations bring entire communities together, 17 people were celebrating life, love, and new beginnings. Then, in a cruel twist of fate, a single bolt of lightning turned celebration into sorrow. It happened in one of the world's most lightning-prone regions, where the joy of monsoon rains often comes with deadly risks. This wasn't just a wedding tragedy, it was a stark reminder of how quickly life can change. Number 3, the silent strike. Location: Usharidara, Pakistan. When it happened, 2007. Reported fatalities, 30. Never heard of Usharidara? That's exactly part of the problem. Hidden high in Pakistan's remote mountains, this village lost 30 precious lives to a single lightning strike. But because it was so far from major cities and media centers, many people never even heard about it. Think about that. In our hyper-connected world, where we know what our favorite celebrities had for breakfast, an entire community's devastating loss went virtually unnoticed. It's a powerful reminder of who gets attention when disaster strikes and who gets forgotten. Number 2, Monsoon's Wrath. Location: Northern India, multiple states. When it happened: 2021. Reported fatality: 65. In India, monsoon season is both a blessing and a curse. These massive seasonal storms bring the rain needed for crops and life itself, but they also bring deadly lightning. In April 2021, nature unleashed its fury across northern India, claiming 65 lives. This wasn't just random bad luck. It was a deadly combination of climate patterns, population density, and human vulnerability. When the clouds rolled in, they brought more than rain. They brought a lesson about respecting nature's power. And now, we reach the most devastating lightning disaster in our records. What you're about to hear isn't just another tragedy. It's a weekend that rewrote the history books, a disaster so widespread it shook an entire nation to its core. In just 76 hours, more lives were lost to lightning than many countries see in years. This event didn't just break records, it shattered our understanding of just how deadly lightning storms can become. Brace yourselves for the story of 3 days that India will never forget. Number 1, 76 hours of terror. Location: Pan-India, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. When it happened: 2021. Reported fatalities: 76. This is it, the deadliest lightning event in our countdown. Over just one weekend, 76 people across India lost their lives to lightning strikes. From tourist spots to farming communities, no place was safe. Imagine a disaster so widespread that an entire country was affected at once. This wasn't just a series of tragic coincidences. It was nature demonstrating its absolute power on an unprecedented scale. From the historic forts of Rajasthan to the agricultural heartland of Uttar Pradesh, the lightning seemed to strike at will, leaving communities across the nation in mourning. The science behind the strikes. Let's break down why these tragedies happened. Lightning isn't just random. It follows specific patterns and rules. When warm air rises rapidly, like during monsoon season, it creates the perfect conditions for electrical charges to build up in clouds. But here's the thing. While we can predict when conditions are right for lightning, we still can't predict exactly where it will strike. That's what makes it so dangerous. What can we learn? These aren't just tragic stories, they're wake-up calls. Here's what everyone needs to know. The 30-30 rule. If you see lightning and can't count to 30 before hearing thunder, get inside. Stay inside for 30 minutes after the last thunder. No place is truly safe. From the White House to ancient forts, lightning doesn't discriminate. Technology can't save you. All our modern advances can't stop lightning, but they can help us predict and prepare for storms. Social media versus safety. No photo or social media post is worth risking your life. Global inequality. Lightning strikes everywhere, but its deadliest impacts often occur in areas with less infrastructure and warning systems. Remember, being amazed by nature is great, but respecting its power is essential. These 7 events, claiming a total of 223 lives, teach us that lightning is more than just a spectacular light show. It's a force that demands our respect, understanding, and preparation. As you go out into the world, keep exploring, keep learning, but most importantly, keep yourself safe. Because while we can't control where lightning strikes, we can control how we respond to nature's challenges. Join our community of learners and get the vital knowledge you need to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. Subscribe now to stay informed and empowered. Stay curious and stay safe, science explorers.